Thank you so much for joining me, Drew. You're one of the strongest player I know. We're playing the fourth position here.
My initial thought is it's pretty balanced. You got a little bit of everything on this board. I mean, what stands out to you here?
Right now, one of the things that stands out to me is the wood port over here, since there's like a high abundance of wood. Also, I do recognize that blue over here. I think he's a very strong player. Let's go ahead and check his profile.
Swid is actually a really good friend of mine, so it's it's funny to see him here. He is a very good player. And actually, Swid's a player that got to the final table for the Canadian National.
Oh, cool. It's impressive.
So see that 5-9-10 on the left? So that could be a possibility if we have to kind of go wheatless early on, but build to that 8-10. I'm seeing that could be a potential idea.
I see. One of the consequences of going on the 5-9-10 though and building to the 8-10 is you lose out on the 3-1 port, and that may be really useful. But the extra wheat here is justify the sacrifice for that.
But I'm liking what we got here.
Yeah, we'll probably have to go like low ore on this game over here. I wonder if third position does take this. Because it is, if they don't take this, they lose out on ore, and it,
I think it's a toss-up between 6-4. Oh!
I think this is also a very, like a consistent pick, too. It's hard to go wrong with this, but...
it is, but I feel like we get a very...
Yeah, we're very happy with this now, of course. Like, I'm glad it took that, since the 5-9-10, 6-4-3 is very, very strong. Now, one thing, though, is, like, would you take from the wood or would you go ahead and take from the wheat brick? I like placing this first and then taking this second, because,
Agreed.
yeah. Because we already have excess of wood.
Exactly.
Now, would you ever point your road left over here to try to get on the 8-10 faster, or would you rather just point right and point downwards?
Well, there is a risk the 8 wheat might become a target. So I think the safer play is the point right. So
yeah, you're right.
So this is for fourth position, man. This is about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, this is very, very strong as fourth. Like I'm more than happy with this. As like black now, you kind of do suffer the consequences of taking the 5-9-10 essentially, because now your position like suffers quite a bit.
Yeah, I do think the best play in terms of versatility was the 6-4-3. Just say, hey, I'm going to pick up the best brick, a little bit of sheep, which is nice, and then the best wheat. And then there's tons of options on the way back.
Yeah, you can take the 5-6-11, you can take the 5-9-10, or this 5-9-10. It's brilliant. Now as black, what do you do? Since now you're in a much tougher position. I was thinking maybe 6-3-11, 6-5-11, but it's just gross. You could try to lock down all the brick over here and get a little bit creative.
I do like that 9-11-4. I feel like the brick's really valuable on this board.
Yeah.
And you have the wood. Yeah. Very nice find by Mnelli.
Yeah, and now he just has to hustle really, really hard for the brick and trade it away for good prices. There's not that much good sheep on this board, too. They have like a strong like brick and sheep. So as long as they hustle well, they definitely can survive.
What do you take here as green?
As green? Dude, I don't know. Maybe the 8-10 or the 6-5-11. It's gross.
6-5-11 left could be a play, but
the problem is if you just lose the wood port, you're just very, very sad. Even with the 6-5-11, it's not even that great. Yeah, I mean, I could see 8-10 as green here, right? And so you get wheat, you get wood, and if you get it over here, you're very happy. But the problem is you give blue the 6-5-11, and now you're racing for this wood port. And it's critical for both of y'all's games, too.
Yeah, I don't think green should go on the coast here. I feel like it just leaves a little bit too much for blue, and
yeah,
you're not guaranteed the wood port, but...
Oh, takes that instead.
This is okay still. I mean, we have the 3-1 on the 6, and then more likely the ore port will still be there. Because, green's going to prioritize the wood port all day.
Yeah.
But this is actually, I think, really good for Swid. I think he just goes 3-11-6 points right.
Yeah, and he opens this expansion spot, yeah.
Black's going to be a very interesting trading target for us, right? Because they're going to have excess of brick and sheep.
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely want to try to hustle away our wood. In fact, like that's something I really want to aggressively do. Since we're also, what's interesting on this board particularly is what's going to happen is we're all going to be having a bunch of wood, and we're all going to be wanting brick from this guy over here.
Interesting.
So he decides to go ahead and like lock up this wood over here.
Oh, great roll for us there. So we have to decide where are we going to build our roads first, right? Because very likely we're probably going to get some wood in the next orbit or two.
Do you think we go into the 8-10 or just simply go into the 3-1 port?
I'm not as concerned about the 8-10. I feel like the 8-10's a little bit too far of a trek for us. I think better we go to the 3-1 and say, hey, let's be more flexible. So I kind of like the 3-1.
I think that's better because we're trying to upgrade this, and this is going to give us an excess amount of wood. So I like the 3-1 more too.
100%. You've got it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, in this spot, we could pop a dev card, or we can simply just hold here.
You could pop here. I think that's pretty good. I think getting the robber control or getting some utility here is helpful.
And there are a lot of good spots that block, such as the 4 ore. And we can also go plucking for black over here too.
Yeah.
And we do want to defend our 4 brick over here. So I think this is a fine move.
Yeah.
You're plenty?
Oh.
Okay.
right, so here is an idea for you. I generally like to hold road builders in years of plenty. For bigger moves. A lot of people like to use them for road settles.
Mm.
I don't think it's necessary here because we have so much wood that we don't have to waste our year of plenty.
Yeah.
I'd rather hold it for when we need to drop a city.
Yep. I agree. Like I think we need this for the city. Okay, 2 wood for a brick.
Interesting. I think we can hold. I think we can be
Yeah.
patient here.
I agree. Let's just be patient. This is a very strong city for blue over here.
I will tell you one thing that's really, really nice about our position, though, is it's very clear who we should be blocking.
I think it's blue.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Our life is very easy knowing that.
What's interesting though is we could really like if this is a live game. I would love to give green this this wood port right here.
Yeah, I mean, if we can, you could always ask.
Yeah.
I mean, we know they've got wheat.
Well,
Yeah, they're just not trying,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
and also I'd want to wait a few turns for them to accumulate more cards.
Oof.
With this 9 rolling, would you just drop a road and pass, or would you try to get the city here? Since there's a lot of good options.
So drop the road real quick.
Okay. They just drop this. Now, do you think we simply just hold?
I
Since-
think
Yeah, I think we have to. Because like, there's too many good rolls. There's a 6, there's a 5, and the 9, and the 10. We're like close to the 7 and stuff, but I think
Perfect,
it's still
perfect.
fine. Yeah.
I don't want to hold the yacht forever, but I mean,
Yeah.
it might just be the best play here to settle in city. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Perfect. And then I think we smack the 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. Like this. He still has an extra spot over here. And as he said, like exert our positional dominance and just really hammering down below here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is perfect too.
So in this position, would you go ahead and city, or since we still do get it with the 6? One idea that I'm thinking, right, is that we simply wait for the 6, and then we use this year plenty to try to build in the 8-10.
I like it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, obviously the only issue is if we get plucked, but
Yeah.
you are right. We are a 6 away, and this is like I like the way you're thinking about holding the yacht.
Yeah, I just think that like this 8-10, it's very risky because we can lose the green over here with this 8-10. So it's like to make a big move, it's this 8-10, and we do have the marginal utility of this ore port, but it's mostly just a double beat as he's because yeah, that's strong.
Okay.
Don't play an aggressive knight. Okay, cool.
I'm actually not even opposed to trying to if we can get a wheat.
I think we just block this and just
Wait.
rough and blue here.
Yep. Yep.
Would you try to extort anyone? I don't think there is much wheat on the board.
I think you're fine here. I think
Yeah.
you're going to get a sheep, right? I believe.
Probably, yep.
Yep.
Okay, now given this position, yeah, I would probably.
Yeah, but your production's so good. You can make the play either way.
And what's the alternative besides this? Simply just port the wheat or sheep? I mean.
No, you never want to port the sheep.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just like hold.
Yeah, I would do something here. I feel like you're in a good position because any roll more or less is going to put you over, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think just here playing for the wheat is the only option here.
So to me, it's either a city or double pop, and I think you can make the case for both.
So typically I would buy a city, but what does our expert here say? What would he do?
Let's do the 5-10-9 city with the
Okay, yeah.
intention that we're going to start popping after this.
Yeah, I think we just kind of have to do this too. It's just too
'Cause
good.
then We're 1-6 and 1-9 away from whatever we want to do, essentially.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, do you think I take this 1-for-1? I think I might take.
Can you push it? Maybe another card.
Let's try doing this, but I doubt it though. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, because the break at this point, I wonder if he's got a Yop or Road Builder. Because if he takes the wood port, you are
Like I was confused like why he just wants this 1-for-1, and he just passes too. Yeah, and blue here is saying it's like sensible stuff. I am in first place at the moment.
Are they going to be diplomatic or are they going to be?
Yeah, see exactly. I think black said yeah. Okay, it's good that they didn't take our or wheat here. And okay, they do decide to do the 8-10 play. I think that's like strong. 10. Yeah, I think in this spot we just buy another dev card here.
Yep.
Okay, another year plenty. Cool.
What is going on here?
I mean, this is not bad at all since we're very close to the 8-10 over here.
And actually, like if we hit a 9, okay, so it's definitely on the 9 here, but that's okay because the year plenty keeps us mobile.
I mean, I could see him blocking this 4 break instead.
Yeah. So this is not a good play by Swoods, extorting people in last place here. Like that is one thing when you're playing these auto matches. Sometimes you gotta be very careful about these kind of new age tactics.
The problem though is that like this wood port is like it's massive for him and he needs it. So I kind of understand.
So
And also
maybe
like he's
you
kind
can
of
say,
getting afraid too.
Ask Green, what does he need to settle?
I mean, it's clearly this. That's why he wants this. I mean, another interesting idea, right, is to simply just and then feed it to green.
See, this is an
Yeah.
example of upsetting people.
Yeah, and this is the typical nightmare situation. So this is, I think, the best play. Wait, let's see. Green
You got
want.
to sell. Yep, exactly.
So we do a year of plenty for brick wheat, and we sell it to green.
Yep. Varies.
Okay. I mean, do you think we just fire on it if he says yes?
You'll take it, right?
The problem. Okay. I mean, do you think
Quarter
we do
wood.
this? Do we year plenty for this, or do you simply just pop?
I think we just pop.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about our wood production is we just have a lot of it, and we can hold the year plenty for maybe
Brick?
something a little bit more.
I mean, so wait, brick and wood for. Yeah. No, we can do this. We can do this. Yeah, we can do this.
Okay.
For this, and then he gives us an extra sheep ore. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then this is just to bone black here because this is. Yeah, there you go. This is the settle. Perfect.
Nicely done.
And I think instead of getting a city, I think we've popped twice here.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
It just absolutely holds it down.
So now we bone blue successfully. There's a play in bone, and then what's also really interesting now is we can suck blue from multiple cards. I mean, the thing is, like, blue might know that like green has it, and he's going to defensive road here. So yeah, like so that's the thing. Like we can like really just shark him for a bunch of cards.
Let him waste. Like these are all.
I mean, I'll take that.
resources.
I'll take that.
You're putting them in such a high pressure situation. Like
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect. This is perfect. I mean, do you think that's worth it though? Taking the 4 cards?
I think so.
Okay. And so I just genuinely wasn't sure, you know? And so we can still get 7'd out here, and like the wood, all we're doing is porting it.
It's a risk we're taking.
Oh,
To
this
find
is
a way to get
massive.
that.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay.
Okay, survive.
Oh, that's.
All right.
I think we just rode settle here.
Yeah, wheat for sheep though, maybe, and we can also pop.
Yes, you're right. But I'm not sure who takes this. Oh well, I guess black takes this. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay. Wow.
do we pop first?
Yeah. Let's do that. So a VP. That's brilliant
Oh,
for
it's
us.
So good.
I think we just rode settle here, and we're in a strong position.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
This is so brutal.
Now all we do is we just buy dev cards and we just city up. We can even take road potentially. We have a lot of options.
Also, there is even a world where you just block D8 as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think
I
we also
don't-
take this
I
just
don't
because
mind
it gives
this.
us a
Yeah,
dev card?
yeah.
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 And also, we're so far ahead that these mutual trades like this, it's amazing. It's like when chess, whenever you're ahead, you want to take these trades. That's even better. So this is an
Alright.
interesting spot. We could play an aggressive knight and take from black here, just so we can buy another dev card. Since there's a high chance we get a sheep here.
Yeah, I mean, we could even double pop. I'm happy with it. I think the 8's a great block.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and take from our friend black over here.
I think so.
Cool, and you got the sheep. And let's go ahead and buy one, and let's see what we get. VP.
Okay, and then you just pop another
Yeah.
knight here.
So I think a lot of players right there, they would go ahead and buy like a second city. Why do you think we buy 2 dev cards over a second city?
The thing is, the main function of a city is production, right?
Mhm.
But for us, we already have the production, so now we need to get closer and closer to make sure we secure our best chance to win, which is army.
Yeah.
By making that play, I mean, there's no such thing as a bad development card in that position. It just so happens not only do we get the 3rd knight, but then we get an extra VP on top of it. It's too good.
Yeah, like in this spot, like we just close out the game with road settle or city, and then just play our knights to win. And also like we can simply just rob we just rob blue here for the wood, and we get our city, and it's just. So I'm gonna play an aggressive knight here just because we want to take from blue.
Well, black also has ore in their hand, and wood for that matter.
That's true.
So-
Do you think we should just rob black then for the better odds?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, we got it. So, and then we just close it out from here on out.
and it doesn't even matter.
So he says like he should have taken 6-4-11 in the first place is the issue. What are your thoughts on that?
So is he referring to green?
Green is saying that like you shouldn't have 6-4-11. You should have taken 6-4-3 instead.
Yeah, I understand where they're coming from. I think 6-4-11 is good if you get the wood port.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. They didn't get the wood port. It's playable. It's playable. I just don't think your options on the way back. You know, you're not going to get like a weed in break spot. So you've got to really rely on the kindness of the board to get some early trades, which you can tell like you did that, but it was more of a scam, I suppose.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, and that's the game over here. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for helping me win. All right.
And this is very common too, Dylan. Like when you're playing a lot of these ranked matches, sometimes people will not place properly, and it's important for you to be able to capitalize. Like
Definitely. Yeah, this is a brilliant. This is like the best setup that we could have asked for.